What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 and my brand new playthrough in 2022. Last episode we hit level 50, and we've got one ascension point. Oh my god. Now, it is time, y'all. It is time to move on over to the next point in the game, which is Expeditions or Onslaught. Now, if your goal is to get to end game as fast as possible, Onslaught is going to be the way to go. If you go from floor number 1 up to between floor number 22 to 24, you are going to have enough of a champion score to unlock Chaos 7. What that means is you would be able to go ahead and jump right to Chaos 7. Now, getting one Chaos 7 win would unlock floor 28. And then you can go from there. Now, one thing about Onslaught, it's just not fun. It's like the worst game mode in Dungeon Defenders 2, in my personal opinion. I absolutely hate it, and I never want to do another Onslaught map again. So the route I am going to take is Expeditions. Now, Expeditions is going to be slightly slower, but it's going to reward more gold, and it's going to reward more loot. Of course, right now we're going to be on the hunt for loot, and that is going to get us through the tiers as quickly as possible. Now, everything is all about the champion score. You see, we're at 357. To unlock Chaos 2, we have to get to 580. So, the other benefit you have on taking the expedition route is you pick your map. You can go wherever you want to go. It's up to you. For the sake of this video, I think we are going to go to the forest biome. Now remember, in Chaos 1, each Chaos tier is going to introduce a new hard counter. Chaos 1 is all about the Vanguards, highly trained deflection experts and masters of frontal shield defensive tactics. What this means is you don't want to use any projectile defenses that are hitting the enemy in the front. Now, you can always put them in a position if you're just stubborn and you don't want to follow the counters. You can use projectiles and put them in a position where it's going to be shooting the enemies in the back. However, that, of course, is just kind of fighting the counter itself and not quite as effective. So what we're going to do is, you guessed it, we're going to spam up some Flame Auras. So let's go ahead and hop on in and get our Flame Aura spam going. And here we go. Now, one of the reasons I chose this particular map is it is very generous with the DU. You are able to spend a ton of DU per lane, and that is going to allow us to really spam it up. Now, I've got no upgrades or changes in the gear. I just auto-equipped an Apprentice, and we're going with this for walls with an unupgraded fortification. And then we've got Shardless Flame Auras, Sky Guards, and Lightning Strike Auras. So this is what we're going with, and let's see what we can do. Now, first things first, we're going to want some walls. Now, I mentioned it before, this game mode is Wall Repair Simulator when you're first getting started. You're not going to have power enough to just really burn through mobs, so it's all about keeping the walls alive. So first things first, we are going to place down some walls. I've got the walls staggered here in case we get a siege roller in this lane. If the siege roller makes it to the wall, it will kill this wall first, and then it will kill that wall. So staggering them just a touch there. Now, if we head on over to this lane, I think we'll go with just one wall, dead center right there. And over on this lane, I think here we'll go ahead and go with 2. And we're going to, actually, you know what, I'm just going to put them side by side right here. And then last but not least, we got right over at this side. Here we can just go ahead and throw down one right in the middle of the path. Now, we are going to have some flyers on this map, so with that in mind, we're going to want to get some Skyguard action going on. I'm going to throw a Skyguard right about there, and then we're going to have a flyer lane over here as well, where we'll get another Skyguard. Now, I'm still missing my run speed shard. Also, I'm going to be looking out for crane stance. That's going to be another good one. So I'm at the point now where it's really all about the shards, which, you know, the early game in Dungeon Defenders 2 is 100% all about the shards anyway. And yeah, we are gonna need all kinds of shards. Now, the big prize from Chaos 1, of course, is the Destruction Shard. That's another benefit of doing expeditions, is you can get that win streak bonus. And the win streak bonus is going to mean that you're going to have more shards handed to you that are from that tier. Now, additionally, it's not going to take very many maps to get us to Chaos 2. So I'm not focused on getting those shards, even though that is the big prize. I am going to focus on getting through the expeditions. So taking a look through, we've got, what, 970 DU left, and we've got 4 lanes. So that's going to be, what, about 240 DU per lane, which is going to be 8 flame auras. So let's go ahead and do our lanes up. So we're going to go ahead and put 2 in at the wall. That's 2. Then we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we got lots of flame auras spammed all the way down the lane. This should really help out against those shieldies. Let's go ahead and get our flame auras in at the other lanes as well, and we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to go 2 at the wall and then spam the others down the way. So let's go ahead and get those set up. And then a couple more lanes to go. Not having that run speed shard, it stings a little, y'all. It stings a little. We are very, very slow moving without it, no doubt. And there we go. And then we've got, we're going to have 10 DU left over, which is just fine. Well, let's go ahead and double up at this wall as well. Now remember, too, when you're breaking into a new tier, it's not about winning the map. Of course, you want to win the map, but what it's about is getting that next tier of loot. Since we don't have anything, everything we have is campaign quality loot, we want to get that next tier. So as long as we're able to survive through Wave 2, we're going to have loot on the ground, and loot on the ground is going to mean we're going to have some upgrades. But let's just go ahead and let it fly. I'm going to do my best to assist here on this lane, and normally I would pick a strong lane, weak lane as far as the build. For this particular one, I am going to just do that with upgrades, and we see the enemies are stomping all the way to the wall. So we're going to want to keep an eye on the mini-map. We need to keep our wall repair simulator going, and we are going to do our best to keep these walls alive. So I'm not moving very fast, which hurts. However, I do want to keep an eye out on those other lanes and make sure I don't lose any wall. But I'm just going to sit here and power into this lane and do the best I can. You see, I've got one wall going yellow over here. Let's go over and check on it real quick. It's actually flashing red now. So we have got trouble right here, and let's get our wall repair simulator going. Now, you know, getting an upgrade on here would be a little bit quicker and would give it the full repair, so you can keep an eye out for that as well. Remember, while it's repairing, you can still attack, so make sure you're doing that. We want to keep these little diggers out of the ground as well. And looks like our main lane, we've got a wall that turned yellow. However, there's no more mobs there. So unless we get more mobs, I can just stay here and focus on these lanes where there are mobs. Now, of course, the lanes, the mobs do come out in kind of staggered. So although our run speed is awful, you do have an opportunity to go from lane to lane and get those wall repairs in. So I want to get as many of these targets marked as possible. And how's our wall holding up? It's getting beat up pretty good. But it looks like we're able to make it through that particular one. So we got one more flyer rolling in. Are we going to be able to make it over to that guy? He's a long way away. There we go. Flyer down. All right, so once again, wall repair simulator. Let's keep those walls fully repaired. And then the front few auras, as always, are going to be dishing out the most pain. So we want to make sure that we're getting our upgrades in. So at least like those front 2 auras, going to slap a couple of upgrades on those. And then, you know, I may even get a few wall upgrades in. Let's go ahead and do 3 on this lane. Now, the absolute best luck you could possibly have would be getting a destruction shard on your very first win. Getting that destruction shard is going to make a huge difference in your gameplay, and I'm going to hope for the best. Now, we look and see we've got a cannon ogre over here. Now, cannon ogre is going to tear these walls up, so I'm going to want to make sure I am getting a little love on that guy. It's going to be rough. Cannon ogres are going to just one-shot the walls. Let's go ahead and throw upgrades all the way down. Do I want to upgrade these walls? Let's just go ahead and upgrade them, just in hopes that we survive this one. A cannon ogre is definitely one of the rougher initial expedition bosses as you get your experience started. So I'm going to hope that we're able to keep these guys burned out way, way back here. We'll have to see here. Now, as I mentioned, although we want to win, it's not about winning, it's about getting loot. And as long as we're able to kill this boss, we're going to see some shiny loot on the ground. So that is what we're going for. Going to keep all of these wither beasts out of the ground where at all possible. And I'm just going to stay here on this lane until that cannon ogre dies, as the cannon ogre will bring the pain. No doubt. So now getting a crane stance shard would have me switch over to a monk and play like an early game nuke monk style build. Let's see, we got to get this cannon ogre damaged up. I want to try to stay on the move and ideally have him turn. Okay, one wall is down. Cannon ogres are rough, man. Now, if you had, I know a lot of people are buying that all heroes pack these days. You know, the instant counter there would 100% be a reflect beam. If you had a reflect beam, cannon ogres are then quite trivial. However, we're going with the full free-to-play version, so we don't have that shininess. We're able to get him down, but boy, that was straight ugly. Let's go ahead and get healed up here. Now, we lost another wall over on another lane just because we're not able to get anything in, but we got some loot on the ground. So if we can just survive this wave... Oh yeah, if we can survive this wave, there's going to be some loot. And it's going to be big. Big, big upgrades. Clearly going to have to do some rebuilding here. We got one more flyer here that made it through. We'll get that one down. And GG's, we made it through. Good stuff there. Now let's see. Let's get everything that we lost rebuilt. I'm going to pray for no more cannon ogres. Literally any other mob would be so much easier to deal with. I guess a siege roller can be a bit of a pain early game here too. Let's see. Let's get our wall back. Now this lane got pushed, and that's telling me I want to get some more ups on this lane. I want to be careful not to spend all of my mana here, because remember, I still have to rebuild our very, very first lane. Let's see. We can go 2 more ups there, and that still leaves us 449. But more importantly, please be a relic. And it looks like there is. We got a medallion right here. Oh yeah, the upgrades are coming now. So, let's see. First things first, let's get our walls back down. Same flavor. But then, we're going to see what we can put that on. And I think... it's about 150 defense power upgrade. We've got fortitude on that one. The mod is not going to do anything for me here, but let's go ahead and get that one there. Now that gives us a better relic to throw on either of these, really. Let's go on the Sky Guard since we're not using lightning strikes on this one. We can go ahead and get rid of that stuff. Actually, I should have kept that chest. Let me go ahead and grab that chest back. Yeah, we're going to want to keep that because that's going to be on that auto-equip list. In fact, let's go ahead and equip that right now. There we go. Get a nice little upgrade on the chest piece. Now, alright, we got 400 left. We survived one. What kind of bosses do we have this time? We've got Quibs and a Siege Roller. Oh, man. So, yeah, this is going to be rough. Once again, we got another mob that having the EV is kind of the instant answer. So, this answers another question everybody always asks me is what hero to get first. Get the EV, y'all. Just do it. It's an awesome hero. She's a badass robo girl, and it gives you free counters to the game with her defenses. So there's nothing like a reflect beam anywhere in the game other than that. Now, the reflect beam is very useful against any ranged enemy, including flyers. So yeah, if you're going to buy something, buy an EV. Going to continue to spam on through. Hoping I'll be able to survive one more wave here. We'll have to see. Getting through one more wave, of course, would give me another bit of potential loot. Now remember too, you're going to have some gold saved up. Now I personally am saving the gold to upgrade shards. When I finally get that destruction shard, upgrading it is going to be kind of a big deal. So I'm going to get that destruction shard upgraded. How are we holding up here? I'd like to be able to hang out over here until the bosses are dead. Okay, we got a Siege Roller first, which is quite unfortunate. If Quibs would have came out first, that would have given us a little bit of leeway. But now we are probably going to have a death involved. We'll have to see how that goes here. 1.7 or 1.275 million health. Let's get this Siege Roller burned as best as we can anyway. Get some shots in on him. Of course, the Siege Roller is all about those booty shots, and we are getting up in there, that is for sure. Alright, Siege Roller down. We got no walls leaving. No walls are dead or dying quite yet. However, that center wall, oh yeah, it just turned red. So let's go ahead and hop on over here. It's down now. We've got Quibbly rolling on out. We're going to want to get some work in on Quibs. But first, let's clear out the problem here. Quibs is going to be an issue. Even though that far lane is getting pushed, I'm going to prioritize Quibs here. And I've got a good bit of mana. Okay, Spike Blockade destroyed on the other side. Now we're in trouble. Yep, now we are in serious trouble because we've got an enemy at the core and we still have Quibs left over here. So let's do our best to get those down. We've got those enemies down. Quibs has not made it through the walls yet. Of course, my run speed is not helping one bit. Let's see if we can't get some glorious shots in on old Quibs and get the job done here. Come on, Quibs, just die already. You know you want to. There we go. Quibs down. It looks like we got a nice upgrade for our wall. We'll go ahead and get that bad boy equipped. We got a bunch of other rando gear, too. Let's just snag it all here real quick. Now, once again, rinse and repeat. We got to rebuild, right? So let's go ahead and get our walls repaired. Get rebuilt as best as we can. And then hopefully throw some upgrades in. We got a fatty upgrade right here. 2,600 defense power on that one. Let's see here. 2571 to 2654. Oh, yeah. That's a big boy upgrade. Let's go ahead and take that. That gives us even a little bit more power. And what, we're going to have one wall to rebuild right here. Let's go ahead and slap that bad boy down. Let me go ahead and throw an upgrade on that one. And then we lost our wall over here as well. So we're going to want to get that one back too. And let's throw an upgrade on that one. Now this has been clearly one of our weak lanes. Let's throw a few more ups in. We can be a little bit more generous with the DU here, or with the mana here now, into that lane, as we don't have anything else left to rebuild. So let's get these guys too. See, I can do what? Let's get one upgrade there, and then we'll go another one right there. That should be pretty solid. Let's check out our bossery. See, we've got Tuskar and we've got the captain. So the captain's going to run down the lane quick, and that's going to mean we're going to want to be focused on getting him burned out as soon as possible. See, the vanguards are getting burned up quite nicely. Those flame auras are doing their job. Just going to stay focused on this one. Let's get a little CC in. I love playing the Apprentice actively. I wish the Apprentice wasn't so squishy when you get later in game, because it would be a super fun character to kind of be your main DPS. Let's see if we can't get the captain marked as well, as we want all of these volleys hitting the captain too. Let's back on up a little so we don't get wrecked. Now, I do want to make sure I'm getting close enough here where all 5 of my projectiles, since I chose this weapon. Oh no, we got a spike blockade down. However, the captain is still quite healthy. Are we going to be able to survive this one? Captain down. Man, we got another one about to go there too. Where did I lose the spike blockade? Oh, I lost it right here. I think we'll actually be good there. I just need to watch that lane. Now, we still have one more boss coming over here. We got a wall just about to poop all over itself. So, let's go ahead and get this wall repaired up. And those top 2 lanes again are the real deal. So, let's just go ahead and head on over while that wall is repaired. Actually, we ran out of mana, so not much we can do there. It's the Wither Beasts, y'all. The Wither Beasts are what is getting me here, so gotta make sure those Wither Beasts are getting handled. Okay, we got Tuskar coming now. I just want to get that dive bomber out of the way. In fact, let's grab a little bit of mana here. We'll get this Wither Beast out of the ground. Actually, we don't have anything else to worry about. It's all Tuskar. Go wall. Hold your own. Tuskar is thick. Dude is super healthy. Am I going to be able to get to that wall in time? I think so. And let's just repair through Tuskar's damage. And this is the aspect of the wall repair simulator that I was talking about. We're going to just channel a repair into that wall and make sure we're spraying down Tuskar at the same time. Now, we got mana laying on the ground there, so if we need to, we're just going to grab some more mana here. We can even walk Tuskar back up around. You know, kiting obviously is a good thing. Keep Tuskar off those walls and keep those walls healthy, and we will have us a good, solid Tuskar kill here. There we go. Tuskar down. What do we have there? Boy, we are getting just fat loot. Fat loot. 2,900 defense power. Oh my god. Alright, first things first. Let's look at those walls. We're at 1,500 here. We got 2,000, 19, 2,000, 2,000. Let's go ahead and throw this totem on our walls. That's going to give us an instant upgrade. What, we're 2654 right there, but 2,900! Huge, huge fat ups. Got to love it. Let's go ahead and throw this one on our Sky Guard. And we're not using it right now, but we can throw that one on our Lightning Strikes. Alright, so that time we only lost one wall, and it's this one right over here. Now this time we got a boss here, and oh my god, it is the Draken Lord. Now what do? What do you do against the Drakenlord when you don't have any stuff? Well, you pop onto your Huntress. When the Drakenlord comes out, you hit him with the oil. Now, I've got tons of fire in the lane already, so I'm not going to need to hit him with the fire. If you do need to hit him with the fire, though, remember your third ability is going to give you that Flamey Bird, which is fire damage, and that will ignite. Igniting the Drakenlord is how you remove the shield. Now, obviously, the easy peasy lemon squeezy alternative to this is you just get the Burning Strike shard, y'all. Burning Strikes is just one of the best shards out there, particularly for dealing with the Drakenlord. Now, yeah, I know, Petrify works, yep. Petrify doesn't remove the shield, though. Petrify just allows you to hit through it, so you will get setups later on where you don't have to worry about it as much, but the easy win is Burning Strikes. Just get Burning Strikes. It's what it's all about. Let's see. So, we know we got the Drakenlord. What else do we have? We got another Captain, and we've got an Ogre. So, I'm kind of actually hoping the Drakenlord comes out first. I guess we're going to have to see. I've got 100 mana left. Let's just get those topped. I got a few auras low, but nothing really that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and throw an upgrade on that aura right there. And let's let it fly. Now, Wave 5, I'm overjoyed that we've made it as far as I have. Normally, like I said, winning is usually not something that's on the direct goal list when it comes to break it into a new tier. The goal, of course, is going to be just to get through and get loot. Let me get these guys before they just decimate my walls here. Now, notice I came around to the side, and the reason I came around to the side is because, remember, the Gorbstock is a Vanguard, so he's got that frontal projectile shield. So me spraying into him from the front, yes, my weapon is a projectile. So, going to make sure we avoid that. Okay, we got the Ogre. We also have that Drakenlord now. So let's go ahead and get this Drakenlord dealt with. I'm going to wait for this wall repair to happen. Wait for this guy to come out a little bit. And we will go ahead and get our oil in. That removed the shield. And then we're going to try to burn him. Now, since... Uh-oh, we lost a spike blockade. Stuff is going bad. Stuff is going bad, no doubt. We're going to have to do this multiple times with the Drakenlord, too, because we don't have enough power just to burn through him. Now, this one is looking rough. It's looking like it's probably going to be a loss here, but I'm pretty pleased. I made it all the way this far. I made it this far. Yeah, we got the Captain now here. God, he's so low, too. But, yeah, we're in trouble. This one's over. So, I mean, we made it to Wave 5, though, y'all. Now, of course, DD2 is full-on casual mode now. It's a grind, a casual grind game. Which means there are really no losses. You just retry from Wave, and eventually you're going to win, right? So let's retry from Wave. That could give us the same bosses. That might change the bosses. Let's go ahead and see what we get when we retry. Now, normally I wouldn't even have bothered retrying from Wave, but we made it to Wave 5, so, I mean, I kind of feel like I have to. Alright, we got Ogre and Captain again, and yeah, we got the same bosses, so that may have actually been fixed, where it's the same bosses all the time now. Now, sadly, what do I need to do? Well, I need to get this Drakenlord dead quicker. More dead faster, please. So, let's do it. Let's get it started. Of course, we got Gorbs up here. We'll give it one more try here to get through this one. Once again, we want to be hitting Gorbs from the backside. And remember, your abilities are still going to be fairly strong, considering you have no gear. So, let's just focus on Gorbs. Okay, Gorbs is down. We got a Wither Beast in the ground there. Actually, we got a couple of them. Let's get rid of those guys. And then let's get working on the Dragonlord. We're going to start on him as soon as he comes out and pray. Absolutely pray we're able to get it done. Do we want to sneak? I don't think we need to sneak. Come on, Dragonlord, burn already. Okay, his shield is back quick-like, so let's go ahead and oil him up again. Shoot, and I keep switching to the wrong dang hero. Alright, we got the Dragonlord down. Am I going to be able to get a wall repair off here? No. So it looks like I'm going to be dependent on kiting. And I'm not going to get the kites off. I'm just too far away. So, yeah. Boo. The captain is going to get the job done here. Now, another easy fix to this one, of course, is if you have got a friend that you can play along with, well, then it's just going to be a win because you got your friend smashing on the bosses and you're on the other lane. Now, of course, the real challenge there is your group contributing? You know, I'm not referring to you carrying someone that isn't doing anything. Referring to someone contributing. But we did get more loot. We got a huge upgrade on a relic right there. We got a potentially... Yeah, we got a pretty nice upgrade on a weapon, too, and that one's single target. That could be okay. We'll have to see how that goes. Now, let's go ahead and give it one more try. So, let's see. Where are we at? Let's auto-equip gear. That's going to put our best stuff in. And then, we're going to get this Storm Servo, or this 3500 relic. That's another 600. Defense power, so it's going to give us even more power right on top of it. Boy, that's a shiny looking weapon, but that's Scattershot. I hate Scattershot. But as you also see, I think we've got some more Ascension levels. We got 2 more. Just 1 point is going to make a big difference here, so get your points in. Yeah, just get the points in there for sure. We're not using any of our utility here. But let's give this one more shot. So, if we go ahead and... Oh. I guess I hit no. So that answers that one. However, remember, you can replay from Wave. Of course, I got the big derp there. But that is my very first attempt on this account in Chaos 1. I'm pretty stoked. Made it to the end there. Just getting a different rotations of bosses would have made a big difference for me. But that is the very first attempt in Chaos 1, and I got some big power gains there, y'all. No doubt about it. So that will do it for this episode. Thanks an absolute ton for watching. I would have given it one more retry there, but, you know, if you hit the wrong button, you hit the wrong button. And I hit the wrong button. So, big boos there. But thank you all once again, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.